Have you ever finished a horror movie and thought, that wasn't scary at all? These days, it feels like everyone keeps recommending the same handful of horror films over and over again. But hidden beneath the mainstream hits are some truly chilling movies that never got the attention they deserved. Today's list is dedicated to those forgotten nightmares. From demonic curses and mysterious disappearances to disturbing cults and isolated towns hiding dark secrets, these films offer something that many modern horror movies struggle to deliver: genuine atmosphere and unforgettable fear. So if you're looking for your next late-night horror experience, make sure the lights stay on, because here are the top 7 underrated horror movies you need to watch tonight. Number 7. Slaughterhouse Rules, 2018. What happens when an elite British boarding school becomes the hunting ground for something terrifying? That's the premise behind Slaughterhouse Rules, a horror comedy that deserved far more attention than it received. The story follows Don Wallace, a new student at the prestigious Slaughterhouse boarding school. At first, everything seems normal, aside from the usual school rivalries and strict traditions. But things take a horrifying turn when a nearby fracking site opens a massive sinkhole in the surrounding woods. Soon, deadly creatures emerge from beneath the earth, turning the school into a battlefield. What makes this movie stand out is its unique combination of horror, comedy, and action. Instead of relying solely on jump scares, it balances tense creature attacks with sharp humor and entertaining characters. The film also features strong performances from Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, whose chemistry adds plenty of fun moments throughout the chaos. While it may not be the scariest movie on this list, it's an entertaining and often overlooked horror experience that's perfect for fans of creature features. Number 6. Consecration, 2023. Religious horror has always been effective when done right, and Consecration creates an atmosphere of mystery that keeps you guessing until the very end. The story centers on Grace, a woman whose brother, a priest, apparently dies after murdering several nuns at a remote Scottish convent. Refusing to believe the official explanation, Grace travels to the isolated monastery to uncover the truth. The deeper she investigates, the more disturbing the situation becomes. Strange visions begin haunting her. Hidden secrets emerge from the convent's past. And soon, Grace starts questioning not only what happened to her brother but also her own connection to the dark events unfolding around her. What makes Consecration interesting is its slow-burning approach. Rather than throwing constant scares at the audience, it focuses on building tension through atmosphere, religious symbolism, and psychological uncertainty. The remote Scottish setting adds another layer of dread, making the convent feel trapped between reality and nightmare. If you enjoy mysteries mixed with supernatural horror, this is one worth checking out. Number 5. Death of Me, 2020. Imagine waking up on a tropical island with no memory of the previous night. Now imagine discovering a video that appears to show you murdering your own spouse. That's the terrifying situation at the heart of Death of Me. The film follows Christine and Neil, a married couple vacationing on a remote island in Thailand. After a night of drinking, they wake up with complete memory loss. When they review their camera footage, they discover something horrifying. The recording appears to show Neil killing Christine. The problem: Christine is standing right beside him, very much alive. As they search for answers, they become entangled in a sinister local cult, ancient rituals, and supernatural forces that seem impossible to escape. The movie thrives on paranoia and confusion. Just when you think you've figured out what's happening, another disturbing revelation changes everything. Its tropical setting creates an unusual contrast between beautiful scenery and growing terror, making the experience even more unsettling. Number 4. Recovery, 2021. Not every horror movie needs monsters or demons to be frightening. Sometimes the scariest thing is being trapped in a situation where reality itself becomes uncertain. Recovery follows a woman struggling to rebuild her life after experiencing severe trauma. As she attempts to move forward, strange events begin occurring around her. The line between memory and reality becomes increasingly blurred, forcing her to confront both psychological wounds and terrifying possibilities. What makes this film effective is its focus on emotional tension rather than constant scares. The audience experiences events through the protagonist's perspective, making it difficult to know what is real and what may be a product of her deteriorating mental state. This creates an uncomfortable sense of uncertainty that remains throughout the film. For viewers who enjoy psychological horror more than traditional supernatural scares, Recovery offers a disturbing and thought-provoking experience. Number 3. Consumed 2024. Deep in the wilderness, survival becomes a nightmare. Consumed follows a married couple trying to heal from personal tragedy by taking a camping trip into a remote forest. What begins as a chance to reconnect quickly turns into a fight for survival. As they venture deeper into the wilderness, they encounter a mysterious and dangerous threat lurking in the woods. But physical danger isn't the only problem. The couple must also face their own emotional scars and unresolved grief. One of the movie's greatest strengths is its atmosphere. The forest feels isolated, endless, and hostile. Every sound, every shadow, and every movement among the trees creates tension. The film combines creature horror with emotional storytelling, making the characters' struggles feel just as important as the dangers they face. For fans of survival horror and wilderness nightmares, Consumed is a hidden gem worth discovering. Number 2. Drag Me to Hell, 2009. It's surprising that a movie this good is still missing from many horror discussions. Directed by legendary filmmaker Sam Raimi, Drag Me to Hell is one of the most entertaining supernatural horror films of the modern era. The story follows Christine Brown, a lone officer trying to advance her career. When she denies a mortgage extension to an elderly woman, the decision seems routine at first. But the woman responds by placing a terrifying curse on her. What follows is a relentless descent into supernatural terror. Christine begins experiencing horrifying visions, violent paranormal attacks, and a growing sense that something evil is hunting her. What makes this film special is Raimi's unique directing style. The movie constantly shifts between terrifying horror and dark humor without losing momentum. The curse feels unstoppable, and every attempt to escape it only makes things worse. Even years after its release, Drag Me to Hell remains one of the most thrilling and creative horror movies ever made. Number 1. Off-Season, 2021. Taking the number 1 spot is a movie that perfectly captures the feeling of isolation, dread, and creeping madness. Off-Season follows Marie, a woman who receives a mysterious letter informing her that her mother's grave has been vandalized. She travels to a small coastal town to investigate, but when she arrives, something feels wrong. The town is nearly deserted, the residents behave strangely, and before she can leave, the bridge connecting the island to the mainland closes, trapping her there. As Marie searches for answers, she uncovers disturbing secrets connected to her family and the town's dark history. The deeper she digs, the more reality seems to unravel around her. What makes Off-Season so effective is its atmosphere. The empty streets, gray skies, abandoned locations, and constant feeling of unease create a nightmare-like experience that lingers long after the movie ends. Instead of relying on cheap jump scares, the film builds a sense of dread that grows stronger with every scene. It's haunting, mysterious, and genuinely unsettling. And that's exactly why it earns the number 1 spot on today's list. So those were the top 7 underrated horror movies you need to watch tonight. Have you seen any of these films already? And which underrated horror movie do you think deserves a spot on this list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another countdown. Thanks for watching, and remember, some of the scariest horror movies aren't the famous ones everyone talks about. They're the hidden nightmares waiting to be discovered. Did you enjoy this video? Check out other clips of Amazing 7 and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified our latest videos.